Hello and welcome to this particular session. This is whereby I'm going to look at the Bitcoin analysis. And honestly, what I'm looking here, seeing at Bitcoin, it's at some very critical points. Remember, this is the last time I did an analysis. The price was breaking below this particular support. And basically, that video is posted in the YouTube channel. You can still get hold on it. But you can see this trend line has really been very critical. The price broke below this support and it pushed up again, gave a confluence here. We have this support now, this side being resistance, right? So this is now the resistance side after the support was broken. So we can say this is resistance, right? So let's mark that as resistance, because anytime a support level is broken, then it becomes a resistant level. So looking at this level, it's very critical here. Two things, we see price coming back again to this trend line, right? So we might have probably see the price maybe throw a week to touch this level and then maybe push on the downside, or we might see the price respect this particular trend line and push on the downside. All right. So, but honestly, what I'm looking at here, I'm seeing chances of prices maybe probably coming back again to this level, right? And the reason why I'm looking at that is I'm seeing this pattern here, right? You see this pattern. Let me show you that. We have that. And I can clone this. Okay, let me clone this. So I know those who have been following me, they know what I'm talking about, right? So here we have a very nice ascending channel. When we have a downtrend like this, the price comes back to this, the price starts trading within this ascending channel. Therefore, higher chances that we might see the price push back again on the downside. So remember, initially we had talked about this daily level that the price came and respected and started pushing higher. So what I'll be looking at is the price now maybe probably coming back to retest this level again as it sweeps these liquidities here. We have the sell side liquidities at this particular point. So that is our sell side liquidity. So the price can probably come back to that particular level. So it can trade within this and then now bounce a break below to that particular point, because this is what this pattern insinuates, right? So Bitcoin is likely to come back to 81K level, right? But what is significant is this, all right? So if we see Bitcoin being able to break below this level here on the daily time frame, then we might be able to see some more bearish prices, guys, right? And this is a bit scary. I can say these are a bit scary, right? Because if you look at this particular level, there is a chance of Bitcoin coming to about 73,000, right? 73,000, right? These levels here, okay? See these levels? Initially, we have been seeing the price respecting those level. So you can just push this aside because it was respected here, right? So these levels here, if you look at the past, the price has really struggled to break above. After breaking out, it came almost retesting that level. So we might, if this level, the price break pushes down here and the breaks below this level, of course, they are very close to each other. So we might be able to see Bitcoin at 74, right? 74K. 74K. And if this price is able to break below this level, then what we are talking about is the price coming to these particular levels, all right? The price coming to these levels, about 56 levels, all right? So far, so good. Looking at the price of Bitcoin, we have been able to see the price lose about from its all-time high to this particular point where the price came to, we have been able to see the price of Bitcoin lose about 36%, right? 36%. Remember, there is a time it lost about 80%, right? So meaning that maybe that can that we still have some chances that the prices of Bitcoin can push on the downside anyway. So, but let's work with those levels. Of course, we anticipate with the Fed cutting the rates. Of course, this should be positive for Bitcoin. But again, a lot of question we're asking ourselves is, are we going to see the Bitcoin push up? Because we saw the Fed cut rate. And basically what we can see in the market is the cutting of the rate came with a lot of confusions in the markets, because some of the markets are not behaving like they should behave when we have a Fed rate cut, right? So another potential scenario question to ask ourselves is that maybe probably will the Fed rate cut bring Santa Claus rally? Because you have always seen Santa Claus rally. If you look at stocks, they usually rally, especially during Christmas Eve. Okay, so are we going to see that? If you look at maybe probably the prices of gold, they are pushing higher. Right now, we are talking about gold being able to reclaim its 7 weeks high, a 7 week high, sitting about right now about 42.82. And we are looking at the prices maybe probably going to 4,300, claiming the 4,300, right? So so are we going to see that rally as well? So if but going by that, the Fed cutting rates by 25 basis point, as it was expected, but now we saw its tone on future policy was really not much friendlier per se. On one hand, the Fed signaled plan to begin purchasing the treasuries to boost liquidity, and then on the other hand, it projected only one rate cut in 2026. So while the prospect of more near-term cuts came across as bearish signal rather than a supportive one, right? So, and that's why actually we were able to see the price of Bitcoin jump to about 94K before sliding back to 90K. Because with the 2026 guidance by the Fed, it actually brought some overshadowing, right? Treasury purchase. So what I'm talking about here is, will this make the markets more sensitive to upcoming US macro data? Or maybe probably in any case, our attention now turns to global liquidity drivers, right? Including maybe probably the Japanese rate decision on December 19, which is likely to cause some volatility in the markets. So the reason why now when we look at Bitcoin, we might be able to see, are we going to see the Santa rally as well here? The price pushing up, okay? Because like we saw during the rate cut, the price pushed about 95 thereabout, and then about 90, 94, about 94. Then we saw the price pushing on the downside, all right, to about 90K. So what I would advise here is working with the technicals. Here we have a resistant level. We have also been seeing this resistant, this trend line, which has been acting as a resistant. So let's work with the technicals. I anticipate this pattern. Maybe the price can push up again, maybe to these levels. Then we see these liquidities being taken out. And then once the price comes here, we can be able to monitor like exactly what is the price likely to do on these levels. But remember, break below 71 will lead us honestly to about 56 levels thereabout, right? I know this is scary, especially for Bitcoin traders. Okay, so let's monitor that and see. If the price is able to reclaim this level, then we might be able to see the price back again to 100 levels, right? 100K levels. And we might be turning into some bullish sentiments, all right? So with that, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye on that, and let's see how the prices are going to do, how the prices are going to fold out. Remember, for me, like I've always put my disclaimer here, I don't trade Bitcoin the leveraged way. The only thing I do is that I buy the dips, all right? I buy and hold in my wallet, all right? I buy the coins themselves and hold them in my wallet. That's what I do. It's a bit less riskier compared to now the margin trading. Okay, so maybe sometimes maybe next year I might get some time and show you how I do this, because I've been receiving some queries how to go about it. All right. So thank you guys. I wish you a blessed Jamhuri Day. Take care. Enjoy your weekend, and let's meet next week.